Underground indie artist Kanye West.
Yep. Up and coming.
Up and coming. Yo, hey, I think he's gonna be big one day.
Yeah, he might be.
You should, if he has the right people around him.
Yeah.
He's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to
the Soul Serum Podcast.
I am your I could fit 100,000 in these Sean John jeans host, Clay Bonine. I am joined by my truck fit teed up co-host, Tanner Mavis.
Yes, sir.
You are now tuned in to the number one
Yeet podcast
in the world.
You already know the vibes. Welcome back, everybody. Episode 73. We are here. Goddamn, 3/4 of the way to 100, almost.
Making our way.
Making our way downtown, walking fast, faces pass. And you know what we are doing today? We are going to be doing a hip-hop clothing brand tier list.
Yep.
This week, we're looking at clothing brands that are owned, operated, or endorsed by people in hip-hop. Fashion and hip-hop have been blending since the beginning of the genre, so it's no surprise that in the modern age of hip-hop and this entrepreneurship that we see a lot of different figures making their own brands to many different varying levels of success, different levels of accessibility as well. So for this tier list, the only criteria that I really have, and feel free to throw something else in the ring here, but the only two criteria I have are A, do the clothes look good / would I wear them? You know, like first and foremost, I feel like that's got to be our number one judge on this. And also the longevity and success of the brand. I feel like that kind of plays into influence and impact as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I didn't want to like make our criteria super dependent on the person running the brand. Like I really want to try and focus on the clothing aspect of it.
Also just like overall like cultural impact and was it actually cool? Or is it cool? Was it cool to wear?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Would you get clowned for wearing this at school type shit? Well, and also I want to point out too, this is not like a historical detail of clothing brands and fashion and hip hop. That's not what we're doing today. So like not every detail and nuance to this will be called out. There are also like really like smaller brands that were like hip hop adjacent that I thought about putting in and then didn't put in. And I wanted to try and keep it very much like I am a hip hop figure and this is my clothing brand.
Yeah.
You know? So let's get into it, man.
And we aren't the fucking like fashion like gods over here by like any means.
This is
like,
not the Throwing Fits podcast.
Yeah, no. Yeah, shout out to Throwing Fits.
Shout out Throwing Fits.
Yeah.
We are not them. We're just two dudes who like clothes. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into it, man. I want to start with one that I think. So what I've done here is I've got like our list, and then I either have the website or some Google image search pulled up so that we can like look through some of the clothing. And the first brand that we're going to talk about is Wang.
Ooh.
Not to be confused with Golf LaFleur, which is the like more high class, the fragrance, the luggage. Wang, the shoes, the clothes. I've always really liked the Wang stuff. I think Tyler, like what's really cool about Wang to me is that it is like such an extension of Tyler, the creator. Mm-hmm. Like you can he wears his own clothes all the time.
Yeah.
It makes sense, like the aesthetic of the clothes with his artist image too. Yeah, man, I think this is like one of the more solid hip hop clothing brands that we have.
I don't know, like it's he's been running it for I don't know how many years now, but it seems like forever.
I mean, think about like the Odd Future like donut. Socks,
from those days to now.
Like the brand itself has come a long way.
It has come a long way, yeah.
But even in that moment, it was huge. You know?
I've always thought, like, I've never personally bought anything from Golf. I've always wanted to, but a lot of the pieces are, you know, not like crazy expensive, but like, you know, more on like the, like, they're not cheap by any means.
Yeah, definitely.
But I've always thought that golf as a brand is they make some super creative pieces, and like they've made a lot of different types of pieces that are like that, you know, anybody could wear. Like they have pieces that are just like normal, just like hoodies and tees that for like your typical merch stuff, and then they have like, you know, more pushing like people that are actually like be dressing and like throwing fits and like cardigans and like, you know, I don't know.
I think we could. This is easily A tier.
I would say it's possibly. S, bro.
Do you think it's okay? Yeah. Okay, I'm okay with putting it at S. I just didn't want to come out sounding crazy off the bat. You know?
I think overall, like the thing that puts it for S to me is not only is like has the brand progressed to this point to where like it's so solid. Like I'm sure he's making like millions a year off of like golf. Like not that money is what we're pushing it to S, but I think like the overall brand integrity of golf and like the respect that everyone has that, you know, not only for Tyler and what he's built and I think it's a direct reflection of Tyler and how he's evolved as an artist, but also as a designer as well.
I totally agree with you. Also, I think on the last album he said golf did 17 million last year, something stupid like that, and that's just the clothing brand. That's not even like his music or Golf LaFleur or anything.
It's crazy because like with a clothing brand, like with music, I feel like artists will make a clothing brand because sometimes you're not making a lot of money off of your music.
Definitely,
unless if you're like in a shitty deal or like. For the pandemic, like you're not doing shows and shit like that. Sometimes shit can get like, you know, like dried up as far as music goes. And like clothing can be like a consistent, you know, piece of income.
100%. And I think the last thing that I want to say on this and why this really is the S tier is think about how many motherfuckers you've seen in a striped t-shirt that says golf on it. Or I
saw somebody last night wearing one, bro. I literally saw someone last night.
That's exactly what I'm saying, man. Like the impact and influence of golf is crazy. So thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Tyler, the creator. Okay, we're going to take a dip into the past with this next one because we're going to be talking about G-Unit clothing. Okay, everybody who was born in 2001 or later, you can close your ears for a second. I don't know how much you remember of the G-Unit clothing when we were kids because like this is early 2000s. Yeah. Here's what I remember the most is these fucking tank tops right here, dude. Oh my God. 50 Cent like fucked up the game with the beater with the weird strap on it, bro. Yeah. That shit was crazy. All right, here's some other pictures of some of the G-Unit clothing. Tank top.
Yeah, shirts. I always remember the bedazzled like chrome looking logo.
Yeah, and he ran it. It was through Mark Echo brand clothing. So like they got it distributed through like a legitimate brand.
Echo, that was like a skate brand, right?
It was like graffiti,
and they had shoes, right?
Yeah. They did. I think Echo did everything.
Is it Echo Unlimited? Is that what it is? Okay,
yeah. You walk into JCPenney in 2008, you just like, damn, Mark Echo's fire. Yeah. Okay, so let's just first and foremost, how does the clothing look? It just like looking at it in 2022. It's just so outdated.
So basic, bro.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know. It looks like it like that.
Yeah.
Or like that. Mm-hmm. It looks like I don't know. It kind of just looks like designs you would see that like are on like some Chinese manufacturer website that's making like bootleg, like, you know, like jerseys or making anything bootleg. You know what I mean? Like it's just like a But that's like the mock-up of their website as well. Like I don't see much like product pics on the website, except for like on Google. Like that shirt's not bad. I would probably
that shirt's not bad, but it's also like there's nothing really crazy going on about these shirts. Like that shirt is
trash.
Yeah, this is. Here's my favorite part about looking on this in retrospect is the advertisements, like that ad.
Yeah.
Like these, like the way that they were branding it is dope as fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty
like,
fire.
I think
the
that's really
environments
cool.
you put it in. Bro, that's crazy because like I was just watching this TikTok clip of Virgil explaining how he looks at design like for a piece. And he's like, he pretty much said like, you could put this piece in an environment of like a white wall and it looks a certain way to you. But if you put that same piece, like, I don't know, like in a room like that, like your
50 Cent and Young Buck on motorcycles.
Yeah, like your perspective of the piece completely changes. It's not, he says, not so much about like the design. Like obviously the design is important, but it's the environment you put the piece in.
Absolutely.
I was like,
I think the strongest thing that G Unit Clothing has going for it is the tank tops and the fact that 50 Cent.
You think the tank tops are fire?
I don't think they're fire. I just think that in that era,
But right now,
now,
test of time, like
there's the tank tops being dominant in that era, and I'm not saying that 50 Cent started the shit, but like him getting a G Unit Clothing brand with Mark Echo,
I mean, that's pretty cool,
and doing the Reebok G Unit shoes as well. Opens some doors for maybe some clothing brands that we're going to talk about later too. But
would you wear any of these?
I might wear a G Unit t-shirt, maybe.
Just a G Unit t-shirt.
Just the G Unit t-shirt. Definitely not the jeans. I'll tell you that much. I'm not wearing the G Unit jeans. So what do we think? B or C?
I'm thinking C.
Thinking C? I feel like it's C because just looking at it in 2022, like those designs are just not good. Those are not good. But thank you, 50 though. We appreciate you. All right, let's move on to the next one. Now I have a bit more high hopes for this one right here. We're talking about billionaires. Let me run that back. We're talking about Billionaire Boys Club / ice cream, the Pharrell joint. Still making clothes to this day. We saw on Friday the bass player in that band had an ice cream shirt on, which was sick. I think, to me, when I think about BBC and ice cream, I think about like the versatility of it. Like, because as a skateboarder in the early 2000s, when ice cream first started, it was a skate brand. It was a skate team. Terry Kennedy, Jimmy Garecki, Currency was getting ice cream stuff back then. Like, and it had like a weird perception in skateboarding at first, because it was one of the first times where we saw like outside fashion really come into the skateboarding world. And it was kind of, some people liked it, but a lot of people didn't. But to see it evolve to what it has been, and 20 years later, they're still making clothes. It's still cool to wear BBC stuff. It's still cool to wear ice cream stuff. Yeah. I think that's a huge W. Yeah. And I mean, like, even like, look, we have the classic design, the running dog. Yeah. But then down here, we get into like the human made stuff.
Yeah, I've seen like a lot of like ripoffs of the running dog, like other brands trying to do their own
across the shorts.
Across the shorts and the jeans. I've seen that a lot. Like influence is there. I think the brand upholds to this day. Like they're still making really cool, creative, like modern pieces and like evolving and adapting, you know, with like current climate of, you know, hip hop fashion. Totally. Not even just hip hop fashion, just fashion in general.
I mean, there was like cardigans on this website. There are pants, shorts, there's skateboards. Like there is a lot going on here. And pretty much everything that I've seen on here, I would, well, maybe not that. I probably wouldn't wear that. But I don't know. A hoodie with 14 colors on it is tough to rock. But
I appreciate how colorful the brand is. Like just like golf. Like I love like messing with like all different types of colors and like Pantones and shit. Yeah. Because that's like, I see Soul Serum like evolving to like this type of
design.
Just like this type of aesthetic, like really colorful, like simple pieces that like, you know, your favorite rapper could wear, but also like, you know, like a 15-year-old kid in high school could wear.
Right. Definitely. So what do you think as far as ranking goes? Because I hesitate to put it at S just because I feel like it. To be honest, I like the Golf Wang stuff, clothing.
I like it a tad better too.
Yeah. So should we go A for ice cream? Okay. And that feels fair. This is a high A. A. Like Birds in the Trap on our last tier list was like, it's an A, but it's like on that border. I feel like ice cream is there too. It's a high A tier.
And like, I feel like golf is like the offspring of like Pharrell and BBC. You know what I mean?
It is. So like, you know, it's hard to be the first one through the door sometimes, you know? Okay. Let's take another dip into the past here. This one I put on here just because I was kind of fascinated by it. Outcast Clothing Company. Now, to set the record straight, to clarify, this is not Outcast the group like on a t-shirt. This is their actual brand, Outcast Clothing. It was short-lived. It does not exist anymore, but we have plenty of references here to look at. I don't really remember this though.
I don't either.
I mean,
Outkast was still a little like it was a little before our time in a way. Like we had to learn about Outkast like in retrospect.
Yeah, like I remember Roses being really big, but like I didn't listen to ATLians when I was fucking 8 years old or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go to Grail to see some of this stuff here. I like the logo.
I like the logo too.
The O with the wings on it is pretty sweet. But to be fair though, like I think a lot of the stuff that I'm looking at, like I like the Outkast tour merch better than some of this Outkast clothing.
It's hard to get a real grasp of like the brand and stuff if there's no like website or like catalog that's like showing, you know, the different lookbooks and whatnot. But
yeah, I tried to find. It's all just like
I already know.
It's all just old stuff. I think this could go like I don't want to like dock it because of its like short-livedness and the fact that we don't have a lot of information to go off of. But also like it's similar to the G Unit clothing where it's like, man, just looking at this stuff in 2022, like 90% of the stuff I just looked at, I wouldn't wear. There was like that one jersey, like the red, white, and blue with the Outcast that looked pretty fire.
It's like Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, exactly. Just like the throwback Atlanta Braves for real. Does it go C though?
I don't know, bro. Either C or B.
It's kind of a weird.
I feel like I didn't see enough to like give a proper assessment.
Let's see what else. Let's see. Can I pull up a website? Nah, see, this is just their merch. Let's go on eBay. Let's see what eBay's rocking with on the
I like
Outcast
that.
Clothing Co. Yeah.
I like that little design.
That's cool. Outcast Clothing Company. Okay. See, that's ugly though. Yeah. that's a ugly t-shirt right there. Hey, the Argyle vest though? Okay, hold on. See, now okay, this is different though. I don't know if I would necessarily wear it, but like they made a fucking sweater vest though? That's interesting.
Oh, I like the beanie. Go back up. That beanie right there.
Oh, the beanie's kind of tight. I like the way the lines are like offset.
Yeah. A little more creative than the G Unit.
G Unit, okay.
I would say probably B then.
Let's do B. That makes me feel good. Let's put the Outcast Clothing Company at B. That feels right to me. I would also just feel so disrespectful putting anything Outkast did at a C. Like, you know. Okay. Next up, got a Toronto man's clothing brand here. October's very own OVO, a multifaceted company, but also a clothing brand. I think a lot of the OVO stuff is pretty fire. personally.
I like those rugby polos.
Yeah, the polos.
We need to do a fucking Soul Serum rugby polo, bro. I've been saying it for years. We haven't done it.
Bro, I got like 4 polos or rugby polos in my closet, bro. I'm supporting you.
Locked
I'm
in.
supporting you on that. I feel like OVO is somewhere between like Wang and Nike. You know, it's like it leans a little bit more on like the athletic kind of side. It's a little sporty, but we get a lot of these bold colors and a lot of these like big designs on the shirts too.
A lot of just like Drake's shit in general feels like
they got OVO Sharpies.
That's pretty dope.
That is fire as fuck.
Like what was I gonna say? Like the color, everything has like a gold color to it, so it's like it gives me like championship like type of like a feel to it. You know what I mean? Like,
damn, OVO has a lot of. I did not scroll this far when I was doing the research. OVO has a lot of product. That's crazy. Yeah, and a lot of these designs are very. I feel like a lot of it's like bold lines, like color patching, blocks, and things like that, which makes it really easy to wear with a lot of other stuff. I would wear most of the stuff that I see on this website.
I would too.
Here.
I would too.
But I feel like that OVO as a clothing brand doesn't have that extra like oomph to push it.
Yeah, I never.
Top,
you know? I've never like been in a conversation or like I don't know. Someone say, "Yo, y'all see that new OVO drop?" Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that is true. That is true.
I don't know.
The OVO Jordans, I feel like, have gotten the most attention out of anything OVO apparel or clothing brand wise. You know?
Yeah, but it's no knock against the brand. Like, I'm
no knock.
For everything that I'm seeing, I would wear.
Yeah, let's see what do they have in the footwear on this website. Whoa. Those are crazy.
I don't know about those, Chief.
Those are crazy. I think, that's
those look like Ugg boots, bro.
These are the OVO Uggs. That's the same brand of the sandals that John wears. Suey Coat.
Oh yeah, the Suey Coats are fire.
But
those do look like some Drake ass shoes, bro.
Cups of the rose. I see this though. I don't know if I would wear it, but I kind of like this this like low top moccasin type whatever.
Yeah.
Water repellent.
I fuck with it.
What do we think? We think A for OVO?
I don't know, bro. I think it's B, but like I think the Outcast should be C. Now that I'm like thinking, and then G Unit should be D, because I think OVO is below BBC, but it's above the Outcast thing, and I think Outcast is still above G Unit. You know what I mean? Because I don't think OVO is as culturally put together and relevant as BBC and Wang, and I don't know. Do you think OVO reflects Drake's taste in like how he dresses?
Yeah, I think so.
You think?
Yeah, that like my first point about it being kind of close to Nike with like the sporty,
the tracksuits and shit kind of remind me of that, but like I don't know.
But I would agree, like Drake definitely is not wearing everything that is on that website. Whereas Pharrell, I could see wearing a lot of the BBC stuff, and he does wear a lot of the BBC.
And Tyler wears a lot of the golf shit, you know.
All right. Okay. You've convinced me. We're going to shake up the whole list here. I actually think you brought up some valid points there. So we are moving Outcast down to C. We're moving G Unit down to D. Sorry, 50. Don't come for us. And we're going to put OVO at B. Look at aesthetically how nice our tier list just got right there. We have one in every category. You know, we're really diversifying our options here. Okay, next up, we have this clothing brand. These next two, for that matter, are kind of in a different vein. I feel like from some of these other clothing brands. I want to talk about Rocawear. Rocawear and the next brand we're going to talk about, I feel they come at the kind of beginning of hip hop entrepreneurship, putting your brand out there. Rocawear is getting sold a lot in like your Macy's, your Marshalls, your City Trends. It is very accessible to the demographic, whereas something like a Golf Wang, a BBC, I feel like is less accessible. You know, it's harder to get those clothes. So I think that's something to keep in mind here. Rocawear also is coming from like the 90s to 2000s. So like this velour jumpsuit that we're looking at, or these crazy big jeans that we're looking at, like are definitely not of the time. You know,
well,
so
I feel like the big jeans are back.
Big jeans are back. You motherfuckers can thank skateboarding for that. Big jeans are back. I will say at one point, I owned a Rocawear like zip up jacket. Very comfy, very warm.
I like some of the pieces.
Yeah, I like some of the Rocawear stuff, but I think like we just have to look at it differently than we look at a BBC or a Golf Wang or something.
That jacket's fire.
Yeah, the jacket's dope. That jacket's dope. It's The Rock. I like some of the stuff. Like, I could see myself wearing some of this stuff in like a vintage, like, you know, Y2K kind of manner. But if I was like to get a fit off, if I'm like, yo, I'm stepping out tonight, I am not putting any of this.
Yeah, it would be hard
on, though.
It'd be hard to do.
What's your opinion? What are you thinking?
I'm still trying to, because it's a lot of denim.
It is a lot of
like,
denim.
And I can't like sometimes denim is done cool, but sometimes just like too much.
These shorts are interesting. I hate that color of denim, but I like this design on it, though. That's pretty cool. It is a lot of denim. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
This to me feels like a pretty solid B.
Yeah.
Because I
think it's B too.
I like some of the stuff, and I like what the brand stands for, and like how accessible it is for people. Like, you know, you don't have to pay $95 for the t-shirt type shit. But I can't say from an aesthetic standpoint that I love the Rocawear clothing, though.
Yeah. So
we think B?
Yeah. I also want to say that Rocawear, when it was really big, it was a little bit before our time.
Yeah,
when we started really expressing ourselves with like clothes and shit. So I feel like our perspective on how culturally impactful it was is probably a little flawed.
Yeah. That's fair.
So I don't have a really good point to to say about Rocawear. Other than I know it was fucking Jay-Z and like Dame Dash's like extension of what they were doing at Rockefeller.
I read up this morning on it. They sold it. They still have, like, Jay-Z still, as of 2018 at least, had a stake in it in the marketing and whatnot. But once they sold it, like, I think it started to shift a little bit.
It always does, because like it's Jay-Z and Dame Dash is like,
you're not gonna replicate whatever Jay-Z and Dame Dash were trying to do, for sure. This next one actually was sold and just got bought back by the owner in November of last year. We're talking about Sean John Diddy, Puff Daddy, which, by the way, did you know Sean John made suits?
No, that's why I'm looking at this. I'm like,
I had no fucking idea. I know Sean John more like this, like track suits, these like hoodies or not hoodies, these coats. I did not know, however, that there were Sean John like suits and dress clothes, which is very
interesting.
Cool. I love the lyric that I used in the beginning. I could fit 100,000 in these Sean John jeans. That's a Young Jeezy lyric, and I think about it all the time. I feel like Sean John is similar to Rocawear in its like accessibility and its love for denim. But I think these clothes, generally speaking, look a lot better than the Rocawear stuff. Like, I like that. I like that denim jacket right there.
The types of fonts that he's using, it's like going for that classic look.
Yeah, it's definitely like the Sean John tracksuit, bro. Like that shit looks mad soft.
Mad soft.
Let's do Sean John jeans. What we got in the way of jeans here? God damn, those some baggy motherfuckers right there. Hey, look at the shorts.
No way.
Oh my good God almighty. Maybe I shouldn't have searched up Sean John jeans. This might have just changed my opinion a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I like the Rocawear stuff better.
Really?
Yeah. It's just too much denim, bro. Like,
hey, the Sean John Carpenter coveralls though, and the double XL.
I'm not seeing like any like pieces that are like just. At least I like the Rocawear jacket. Like I would have wore that.
Let's see. Let's go by. Let's look what the best sellers for Sean John is on the Macy's website. It's all suits. That's something that maybe we should consider into this, though.
Yeah.
We don't have any other brand on here who makes like dress clothes, like dress up joints, which is cool. I feel like that's probably a Diddy thing of being like, I want my people to be dressed sharp and da 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 da. And you know, he does like an inspirational speech or something afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think if we put Rocawear at B, I feel like we put Sean John at B.
Yeah.
It's in the same vein. It's at the beginning of the entrepreneurship of hip hop and making your brand and whatnot. You cool with putting it at B?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's put Sean John at B. In these Sean John jeans. All right, man. This next one is a very storied, a very iconic for the right and wrong reasons clothing brand. We are talking about Truck Fit. Truck Fit t-shirt. I'll be honest. I think a lot of the Truck Fit shit is trash. I think a lot of it looks pretty bad. And I've come to find out that is not a popular opinion among people.
I didn't necessarily mind it. I mean, like, I didn't have any Truck Fit, but I don't know. I fucked with it back in the day.
That shirt is disgusting.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That
I like
is
to go
gross.
back up. I like this one. Hold up. Go up. That one. That one's cool.
That one's okay. All right. I can get with that one. That shirt is horrendous.
Don't like those hats. I like that shirt over there. It's pretty cool.
Truck Fit dude doing the dab.
Yeah.
I think
I forgot about the little Truck Fit guy.
Yeah, my biggest gripe with Truck Fit is that like look at how many of these shirts have these terrible all over prints.
Yeah, they do have a lot of like floral.
A lot of like leopard print on this too. This is like actually that jacket.
I like that
jacket kind of goes. I can get with that. Like this shirt right here, gray Truck Fit with this red and black leopard print fucking box. Like I think so much of the Truck Fit shit is trash. And if Noah Canali is watching, I'm so sorry because I know that you loved Truck Fit, but I'm not. I can't say that I'm rocking with the Truck Fit t-shirts. Can you sell me on it? Because right now I want to put Truck Fit at like a C or a D, to be honest.
I already saw two pieces that I like, so it's better than G Unit and
G Unit.
And probably better than Outcast.
Bro. This whole man, y'all just pause the podcast, go to Google, search Truck Fit clothing, and look at the first image. Lil Wayne and Lil Twist just wearing some horrendous outfits. Dude, I just can't.
Yeah. I like that sweater.
I don't know, man. I'm having a hard time. I think it's got to be C.
A lot of camo shit too.
I think also not only just because of the aesthetics of it, but like, have you seen anybody wear Truck Fit recently?
No.
You know,
I'm cool with putting it at C.
Okay. All right.
I don't have really a stake in the fight because I've never owned Truck Fit. So maybe that's something else to say about it.
I've never owned Truck Fit, but
it was cool when Lil Wayne was rapping about it.
It was. There's a lot of good Truck Fit lyrics.
Yeah.
Truck fit t-shirt, talk second, skeet first. That's what I should have made your intro lyric. I'm joined by my truck fit t-shirt, talk second, skeet first co-host Tanner Mavis. That's what I should have made it.
Bitch,
Quit talking that shit. This sucker for some truck fit. Yeah. Okay. We have one more classic brand before we have two more brands, but this one is it was of the past, but just recently got revitalized. WUWAR from the one and only Wu-Tang Clan. The 36 chambers. It recently just got started back up, and the new stuff looks all right. Some of the older stuff, though, falls into the same trap as some of the other older clothing brands that we were looking at, where it's just like, this just is not what people are rocking nowadays, and it just kind of looks off. But the new stuff's all right. But I think this is also like a very specific clothing brand. Like, like how many people do you know like Wu-Tang Clan enough to be like, you know what?
I don't know, bro. I think like the branding of Wu-Tang is like some of like the coolest. Like the logo is like probably the most iconic like rap logo.
Definitely. They got a fucking hand sign for it too.
Yeah.
You know?
And like, I don't know. I think like there's something to say about just like the branding of Wu-Tang that has like really like stood the test of time.
It's transcended
the
Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, exactly.
Itself,
like I recognize like the logo and the branding of it. I think before I even started to dive into like the discography of Wu-Tang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's something to say about that.
That logo's hard though.
Yeah.
The Wu-Tang, the WUWAR Killer Bees. The jersey.
Yeah,
this is the best thing
fire.
that I'm seeing from all the vintage stuff are the jerseys. The WUWAR jerseys go crazy. Like I would be okay going B or A on this.
That fucking jacket.
That's crazy.
It's like a NASCAR jacket. That shit is fire.
Wow, that's hard as fuck. I'm gonna put a picture up on the screen of this one.
Fire.
This one's crazy looking.
It's like a NASCAR driver jacket.
Yeah, for real. Look at the fucking drip, man. And they got multiple colors of the joint.
The red is fire too.
Damn.
The pink is fire for the ladies.
Yeah, man. I mean, I like the shit.
Hold on, go back real quick. I want to see what's this.
Oh, I don't know if this is WUWAR.
Or a custom piece.
Man,
it's all right.
Damn, $1,400 though. I mean, this shit cool though. I ain't gonna lie. It's pretty fire. What do you think though? What do you think?
I think I'm thinking B.
It's like a high B, right? It's like it's hard. I feel like we can't put it at A because like in like today's time, like no way people are wearing WUWAR more than ice cream.
Yeah.
You know? But it's iconic at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's put WUWAR at B. WUWAR? Okay, we have one final brand here. We saved unintentionally saved possibly the most iconic of this group for last. A little very small clothing brand. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or seen anybody wear it. It's called Yeezy. Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with the Yeezy products?
I know a little bit.
You know a little bit about the Yeezy products. Underground indie artist Kanye West.
Yep. Up and coming.
Up and coming. Yo, hey, I think he's gonna be big one day.
Yeah, he might be.
You should, if he has the right people around him, he's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
Kanye West, known fashion connoisseur, if you will, started his brand Yeezy, partnered with Adidas. He made the Yeezy. He had the Louis Vuitton shoes. He had the Nike, the Air Yeezys, and finally landed on Adidas, where he can really express his clothing and his shoe needs. And it's really evolved even past Adidas at this point. We have the Gap stuff, the Yeezy Balenciaga stuff. Like, without Yeezy, we definitely don't have Golf Wang. For sure. We also don't have pretty much. Okay, all right. Aesthetics aside, whatever you want to say about the Yeezy clothes and the shoes and whatnot, the footprint that the Yeezy brand has made from the Nike shoes into the Adidas shoes to now is like gargantuan.
Yeah.
Like we can't eat like the Yeezy brand has found its influence into so many corners that it otherwise fashion maybe wouldn't have in hip hop. And I just, I can't say enough about the impact of the Yeezy clothing brand. Here's the impact of it. Motherfuckers who don't even listen to Kanye West or don't even listen to hip hop wear Yeezy 350s.
Yeah.
Because they're comfy and they look good. Like it is transcended not all the way maybe, but it has transcended hip hop in a way.
Yeah.
What do you say about that?
I don't know. I think Yeezy brought a whole new look and feel to like what like hip hop fashion can look like, very like minimalistic, and like he also brought a new like taste as far as like playing with like different colors, and like I think he helped make like tans and browns of clothes become like a thing. Like I think brown is like the color like today, especially like Travis and Yeezy like really like pushed that. I think Tyler had a great deal pushing like brown colors and stuff, because before I feel like you didn't really see people rock brown like that.
No, I would totally agree with that.
I don't know. It's just like really comfy shit. I love what he's trying to do with like the Gap collaborations and trying to make the Yeezy stuff more affordable.
Have you ever seen one of the Yeezy Gap jackets in real life?
No.
I saw a dude walking down the street one day, and I saw the jacket because it was like the blue one, and I'm like, okay, that's the Yeezy Gap jacket. I can see it. And I'll bring this point around, but as he's walking towards me, I'm like, yeah, it looks pretty good. Like this jacket actually looks pretty nice. And as soon as I see his profile, I'm like, oh, fuck no. From the side and from the back, that jacket looks like a fucking bubble. Look at this. Like, look at this fucking picture of Justin Bieber. Like, the shape of it.
Oh, shit.
Looks good on Kanye.
Yeah.
Does not look good on the average human being, though,
Yeah.
I feel like. And I'll bring this point around to say, one thing that I think the Yeezy clothing brand has done in its influence is Kanye has really played with the shape of the clothing, the shape of the t-shirt, the shape of the silhouette of the shoe, of the jacket, whatever it may be. I would have never looked at the shape of a piece before until Yeezy happened and you start to see him playing with the stuff. And now I kind of understand that a bit more. And it's very impressive to me what he has done in the space with Yeezy clothing.
I also think like more than anything to all these other brands is like it's really hard. Yeah. Like I was about to say it's the shoes. Like man. It's really hard to like make a staple like shoe as a brand. And he's done that like time and time again.
The 350, the 700, the 500, like see people at the fucking gym wearing Yeezys type shit. And now it's the slides and like the foam runners. The foam runners are iconic as fuck. Like, I agree. I feel like the shoes made leeway for him to like be able to play with the clothing, you know? I mean, easy S tier. There's no question.
Yeah, I think it's S as well.
It's got to be S tier, and he's right there with his son too in the S tier. So let's go over. Do you have any other final thoughts on Yeezy?
Nah, bro. I need to get my hands on some more Yeezy shit.
Yeah, for real. Okay, so let's go over our tier list here. In the S tier, we have Golf Wang and Yeezy. By its lonesome in the A tier, we have BBC Ice Cream. In the B tier, we have OVO, Rocawear, Sean John, and Wu Wear. In the C tier, we have Outcast Clothing and Truck Fit. And in the D tier, we have G-Unit clothing. I still think we could put Truck Fit in the D. I'm not going to argue for it. But I think some of those designs are quite flagrant. Is all I'm saying. Do you feel like this is an accurate tier list? Do you think this is
I think it's
right?
pretty accurate.
I feel like it's pretty accurate. I think most people would agree with us on this here.
I would like to do one with like modern like underground rappers, like brands and shit, or like 2015 and after, like V-Lone, Narcotic.
Well, like, does V-Lone count though? Like ASAP Bari's not. I mean, like he's
You
like
said endorsed by.
Well, yeah, but all of these though have like a singular figure who raps that like are behind this, and that's why I was like. Narcotics is different. Narcotics like slipped my mind, but like V-Lone though, I just felt like I was like, ASAP Bari isn't really a rapper. Like he's like around rap, but I just didn't. And I felt the same way with like Revenge too.
Yeah,
I was like, does Revenge get put in here? Like, I'm all for doing a part 2 where it's a little less strict on the rules and just like hip hop adjacent clothing brands.
I'm trying to think of other brands.
But then we slip into like the streetwear stuff of it too, you know? Like I'm like, would we put Supreme on the list? Like I feel like we shouldn't do that, you know? Like what are some of the underground
like I'm just thinking of like clothing brands that were attached to like collectives of in rap, you know what I mean? Like Revenge, Narcotic, V-Lone.
V-Lone.
I'm trying to think what
like
else?
Does Off-White get put in there, or is that a little too it's a little too far off, right?
Yeah. More raw shit that's like kind of more on the ground. Off-White is just like some
like the
high
Ian
fashion
Connor
shit.
stuff, like the Born from Pain stuff.
I mean, I guess that could be like the Revenge Storms and shit. Sicko. I don't know. Why am I drawing a blank right now?
I know. Right now that I've put you on the spot, it's like I can't think of any. But yeah, I'm down to do a second one with more modern and maybe more underground stuff. But if you all have any comments, questions, concerns, you can direct them to our DMs on Instagram and Twitter at Soul Serum. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, the main page, the TV page. You already know the fucking vibes. If you are in the Cincinnati area, June 17th, this Friday, we are holding a free event, Zone X at Madison Live Rooftop. It's free. Come network, come dance, come have some drinks. I'll be there running around with a microphone.
Yep.
We're going to be playing hits. We're going to be playing classics. Going to be playing club bangers. TikTok, follow us, Soul Serum Podcast. On Twitch, we stream your music every Thursday at 7:30. God damn, we got a lot of plugs, man. I'm gonna have to start fucking
buy a hoodie. There's still some XLs and one large hoodie left.
Still some XLs left, man. Still some XLs left. I think that's it. I think that's all we got for today. So, as always, thank you all for listening. And I am your host, Clay Bonine.
Co-host T Mavis.
And we'll see y'all next week. Deuces.
See ya.